Для хорошего начала требуется энтузиазм, а для хорошего конца — дисциплинированность и постоянные тренировки.
Мы не читаем по губам.
В тот день я был нездоров. Я помню, ошибались мы или проигрывали матчи, и он пинал стулья, пинал бутсы, все пинал. Бутылки с водой, напитки, он краснел. И ты должен пасовать, ты... Невероятно, но это было полезно, ведь мы учились.
Если вы такой на боковой линии, интересно, какой же вы в раздевалке?
Я люблю выплескивать накопившееся, выговариваться. И уже тогда действовать. То, что я им сказал, осталось в раздевалке. Я мог быть злым, мог быть взрывоопасным. Но все прошло. Игроки это знали. Они знали. Я больше не поднимал эту тему. Я никогда в жизни не держал зло. Настоящая причина для срывов заключается в ожидании. Я никогда не мог представить проигрыш. Когда я отобрал игроков, когда я составил тактику, проговорил все с командой, я уверен, что мы выиграем матч. Но каждый матч не выиграешь, это факт. Но когда они работают хуже, чем они ожидали, это раздражало сильнее всего.
And the flames, you're the face of the future, the blood in my veins, oh, ooh, the blood in my veins, oh, ooh. But they never did, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke up when it rained down like... Foolish, baby, blind. I can see through this, see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe it's lying. Take a look in the mirror, what do you see? You see it clearer, what you see? What you believe? I'm only human after all. You're only human after all today.
Когда мы выйдем на поле, почти каждый будет против нас. Сейчас больше, чем когда-либо, важно, что мы вместе одно целое. Мы все делаем вместе. Каждый на поле, каждый на скамейке, каждый из персонала, мы сражаемся как один. Когда у кого-то есть хороший момент, мы хлопаем ему. Когда кто-то допустил ошибку, мы поддерживаем его. Мы делаем все вместе как один. Мы будем бороться, пока мы здесь, в Рио, ребята. Мы выглядим победителями.
We've come a long, long way together, through the hard times and the good. I have to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should.
Right here, right now, 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 right here, put it down, right here, right now, right here, put it down, right here, right now, right here, put it down, right here, right now, right here, put it down, right here, right now.
Come a long, long way together, through the hard times and the good. I have to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should.
resistant for all the things around. And I already had a worst moment in football life, I would say. So from this base on, it only can be better.
side. Take it on, take it on. How long will I slide? Separate my side. I don't believe it's fair. Slitting my throat is all I ever. Pour my life into a paper cup. The ashtray full and I'm spilling my guts. She wanna know, am I still a slut? I gotta take it on the other side.
Тогда мы должны быть честны перед самими собой в каждом моменте. И не нужно себя жалеть.
Этого было недостаточно. Потому что суть того, что я пытаюсь сейчас сказать, это то, что оно так и есть. В первом тайме мы были там. Но во втором, по-моему, они нас одолели физически. Потому что нам нужно признавать то, что мы устали, и нам нужно перегруппироваться. Я не собираюсь, послушай, Фаби. Я думаю, сейчас время.
Это просто куда там проще. Мы прекратили бегать во втором тайме.
Не-не-не, дело не в беге. Так, парни, пожалуйста, заткнитесь, парни, прошу. Не физической силе. Давайте, тише. Ну же, прошу. Серьезно. Прошу, серьезно. Худшее, что мы можем сейчас, это начать тыкать. Совсем не в этом, я знаю, о чем говорю.
Мы никого не винили. Я говорю, это основы футбола. Когда все идет против нас, все начинают злиться. Просто помните основы. Выигрывать собственные битвы. Держаться вместе, как одно целое. Защитники, защищают. Полузащитники туда-сюда. Вратари, тащат. Просто основы футбола. Когда вы идете назад и во что-то врезаетесь, мы замираем. Нам нужно выяснить в голове, когда что-то идет не так, надо подумать об основах футбола. Просто об основах.
Футбол — это не цветочки. Хорошая поддержка не скажет «хорошо, все просто». Нет, парни, футбол сложен на многих уровнях. Мы пытались добиться чего-то хорошего, и вы это сделали. Не время вешать нос, парни. Не нужно вешать его в самом конце лишь из-за поражения Ливерпулю. А теперь и Юнайтед. И забивать на все, чего вы достигли. Нужно приложить последние усилия. Давайте все вместе. Поверьте, вместе. Вот момент, когда настоящий мужчина, настоящий футболист, настоящие профессионалы встают и говорят: команда, вот и я, парни. Вот он, я. Я здесь. Я здесь, чтобы попытаться. Если это не сработает, браво, Ливерпуль. Продолжим и попытаемся закончить премьер-лигу как можно быстрее. Это то, что мы должны делать. Это то, что вы должны делать.
Ça, c'est juste des détails, les gars. Bonhomme, on veut voir des guerriers sur le terrain aujourd'hui. Hein. Eh, moi, je veux pas rentrer ce soir. Moi, ce soir, je rentre pas. Demain, je veux pas rentrer. On reste encore à l'hôtel. On va encore bouffer ces putains de pâtes, là. Sauter, là. On s'en... Eh, j'en ai rien à foutre aujourd'hui. On rentre pas chez nous. On va finir content. Je veux qu'on fasse la fête ce soir. Je veux que tout le monde, là, aujourd'hui, on soit mort sur le terrain. Mais personne va lâcher l'autre. Personne ne se lâche. Sur le terrain, on est tous ensemble. Des bonhommes et des guerriers. Des soldats. Aujourd'hui, on va les tuer aujourd'hui. Ces Argentins là. Messi, pas Messi, on s'en bat les couilles. Et on vient pour gagner cette putain de Coupe du Monde. Vous passez par là. Et là, je vous... Allez les gars.
this. Doesn't matter what happens around. In this 97 minutes, you really can dip in the game. Everybody who wants to and can forget everything around and be part of the win or part of the defeat. And everything is better and easier when you do it together. That's what I love. I love to be together with other people, and so in this moment to feel the same or to feel the completely opposite of what the other team feels or the other crowd feels. So this together thing, I love it, to be honest.
Конечно, мы всегда пытаемся улучшить переезды и перелеты для игроков, но они были просто невероятно изнурительными в Бразилии. Просто представьте, отбытие из тренировочного лагеря в отель, потом автобус, затем паром, потом опять автобус и самолет. Потом выход из самолета через контроль, снова автобус и отель. В некоторых случаях приходилось добираться час до стадиона. Все это невероятно влияло на игроков, но в конце концов они справились с этим по-настоящему здорово.
Формула Фергюсона приносила успех год за годом. Но одна победа, один матч кажется особенно выдающимся в их истории. Давайте взглянем на одну ночь.
Одну ночь в Барселоне.
В 99-м.
Бекхэм подает слева. Играет головой. Мяч в сетке. Сульшер выигрывает Кубок Чемпионов для Манчестер Юнайтед.
Юнайтед проигрывал 1-0. Дополнительное время. Этот жест. Вы не могли поверить?
Немного да, но когда мы сравняли счет, Стив Макларен подошел ко мне и сказал: вернемся к 4-4-2 в экстра-тайме. Я сказал: игра окончена. Они не оправятся. И мы забили второй гол. Это был конец. Бавария была уничтожена.
Те 3 минуты, были ли они квинтэссенцией формулы Фергюсона?
Конкретно та команда никогда не сдавалась. Весь тот сезон они выигрывали игры на последних минутах.
А над городом плывут облака, закрывая небесный свет. А над городом желтый дым, городу 2000 лет, прожитых под светом звезды по имени Солнце. Война без особых причин, война дело молодых, лекарства против машин. Красная, красная кровь, через час уже просто земля. Через 2 она не светит трава, через 3 она снова жива. Согрета лучами звезды по имени Солнце. Мы знаем, что так было всегда, что судьбою больше любим, кто живет по законам другим, и кому умирать молодым. Он не помнит слова «да» и слова «нет». Он не помнит ни чинов, ни имен, и способен дотянуться до звезд, не считая, что это сон, и упасть опаленным звездой по имени Солнце.
C'est tout ce qu'on est, c'est tout ce qu'est-ce qu'on veut, c'est tout le chemin qu'on a fait, on connaît. Dans nos cœurs, dans le regard, là je le vois les gars, on est concentrés. Les gars, faut pas oublier, je vais peut-être me répéter, les gars on est à peut-être à 90 minutes d'écrire l'histoire. 90 minutes. Un match, on en a fait je sais pas combien de matchs dans notre carrière, dans notre vie, mais là c'est un match, et là ça change tout, ça change toute l'histoire. Il y a 2 équipes, il y a une coupe. Eux c'est pareil, ils ont envie. On a perdu une finale, on sait, on l'a encore ici, on l'a encore là, on l'a encore dans la tête. Aujourd'hui on va pas laisser une autre équipe prendre ce qu'il y a à nous. Aujourd'hui les gars on se regarde, on va pas laisser une autre équipe prendre ce qu'il y a à nous. Aujourd'hui, je veux que ce soir les gars, je veux que ce soir on soit dans la mémoire de tous les Français qui sont en train de regarder. Leurs enfants, leurs petits-enfants et leurs petits-enfants encore. Aujourd'hui, les gars, 90 minutes pour rentrer dans l'histoire, à vie. À vie, les gars. Donc maintenant, je vous regarde, je veux pas crier, je veux qu'on rentre sur le terrain, des guerriers, des leaders, et tous, après, je veux voir des larmes de joie. Pas des larmes de tristesse, des larmes de joie sur le terrain, en train de s'embrasser, les gars, ok?
Ветер ли старое имя развеял? Нет мне дороги в мой брошенный край. Если увидеть пытаешься издали, не разглядишь меня. Не разглядишь меня, друг мой, прощай. Я уплываю, и время несет меня с края на край. С берега к берегу сон, мили кот, мили друг мой, прощай.
Ну, наконец-то!
Mama, take this patch off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. That long black cloud is coming down. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
against Tottenham. The lasting memory of that game, at the final whistle, you giving out hugs like a giant Teutonic Care Bear. There was a hug for Sinclair, a kiss and a slap for Ibe. I look at those hugs, I've got to be honest, Jurgen, I want one. It's the closest those guys will ever get to going back to the womb. You've got a reputation as a motivation master and a man manager. And in a short time, what you've done here with players like Adam Lallana, Roberto Firmino, Dejan Lovren, Divock Origi and Joe Allen, you've transformed their careers. How do you motivate a modern footballer? They've got so much money, so many endorsements, so many Twitter followers. How do you make them think about what you want from them, not just as an individual, but as a collective?
One more time. Celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free.
There's no secret. How can there be a secret?
Come on,
there's no. That's easy. I think it's easy. It's around creating an atmosphere where everybody feels really good, first of all, and then
we're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free.
You only have to look inside yourself what you like and what let you be confident. It's the positive or sometimes a critical feedback from a person which is important for you, and the most important.
One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna
together with the stadium, who ever been there at Dortmund knows 80,000 pretty enthusiastic people. They can be more than 10, 20, 30% in a game, especially in a difficult game.
But the fans can shift the balance 20 to 30%.
Celebrate and dance so free. One more time.
Generation of players with outstanding character, outstanding working ability. They really like to work. They knew the only chance to have something like a really successful career is really to improve as a team. Yeah, it worked. Important thing. These players are good. I don't have to make them something special.
Sole di Santa Monica o Santa Maria.
Leader, confident in his ability to use his passion, intelligence and tactical acumen to transform the culture that surrounds him.
Liverpool lead the leaders.
This is a manager sure of his ability to make the most of every player at his disposal and create a bold, dominant, winning collective.
I know about what the guys are doing because I started in a similar situation when I was 21. I always knew I wanted to be a manager, but nobody asks usually for this. And when I was studying sports science and in Frankfurt, I played football in the 3rd division and trained from Eintracht Frankfurt. It's a German Bundesliga team, the under 10. I really enjoyed it, and it's really hard work. It's a good thing to do because the boys are these open eyes, love the game, so that everything is good. But then, how you said, next year under 12, you take another team, and everything changed. They grew 10 centimeters. Oh, good morning. They got deeper voices, like they're hello.
As a youngish aspiring coach, would you suggest maybe going abroad to learn a bit more of the trade?
First of all, I think if you go to Germany, you would see that the circumstances in the youth football in Germany are, I would say, better. When I first came to Liverpool, we had training in Sunday morning, and then I drove home, and then I saw in a massive rain, a really massive rain, all these parents with their umbrellas, and I saw the boys playing football, and I thought, oh my God, they have to go to the car after the game. No way. You don't want to have your own son in the car. Go out, walk next to the car. And so in Germany, this organization is I think, it's better. So we have a lot of small clubs, but the job as itself and the training around the training, then it's the same. Only circumstances, I think, most of the time are better. That's the biggest difference. In Germany, it's the same. First of all, the youth coaches are is the man who takes the time for it. How you said, everybody's asking and make a step back, and then I stood there. That's it. My youth coach was like this. He was not the best coach in the world, but he was the one who gave us, at the end, the perfect start position because of his passion for the sport. He did not know much about football, but at the end, he gave us a ball and let us play. But he was always there. At the end, the player by themselves make the decision if they go through or not. You see it first or second day if there's a big talent in your team, and you see the other boy who play. He will play another 2 or 3 years, and then he will stop. And then helping these guys developing until their natural limit, first of all, and bring other to a really good base where they can start from then in another club, in another situation. That's what youth coaches has to do, and that's you have to enjoy this, because at the end, if he gets really, really good, you will lose him. We all talk always about professional football. So that's it. That's interesting. The whole world, we all know the players, the role models in the world. But about 98% of all the people who plays football in their life have no chance to be a professional football player. But this game is only the game we all love because everybody can play the game. You give them the opportunity to learn it as good as they can. So that's... Everybody should be thankful, really, for this, for your job, what you're doing. And yet, I know I'm really ambitious, and for me, it's really difficult to lose. It's really difficult. I try to learn it, but it's not easy. You have to try to help your players, and at the end, you have to accept the outcome. You have to, let's try next week again, or something like this. And staying in the race and giving them the confidence to go on playing football, because these are the roots for what we are doing here.
Between, in my case, Holland and England, was when the players are like 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, the clubs in our area were rejecting players. Players that show up at 10, 11, they want to play football, they look at them, they go, you're not good enough, you're not getting in my team. These are not top teams, these are grassroots teams that are just selecting from the area. They would never be good at 14 if nobody gives them a chance to play at 10.
Completely agree. No, completely agree. When I was 21 and became the coach of the U10, and next year I took the team to the next age, U11, and I don't know what he was in the club, asked me how many new players you want, do you need? I said, no one, I don't need, I go with the whole team, and they said, no, we don't do it like this. Look, in the regional teams where you can get the best players for our club and so on. I'm not interested. I don't have to look. They are good, but they have to develop. And nobody understood this. You have to know the decisions about this are really often made by people they don't care. They don't care about the individual. It's only about quality. So to fight for this, to having time, that's really a thing I often think about.
How would you move or transition from sort of grassroots into making players more competitive, especially when you're playing in a more competitive league?
Maybe go a step back and think about when we played football only with friends. We want to beat them. Of course, you are best friends before the game, after the game, and maybe a few hard words during the game, but you want to win. That's easy. So to take this part of the game and try to let it grow a little bit, that's allowed. It's like school. The boys don't like in school start mathematics or reading or writing and things like this, but at the end, these are the only things we really need. You take these things and we have to give them the basics. We have to give them the basics. For example, you have a player in your team with a long throw-in. Help him to throw it from here to Manchester. So why not? It's a good stuff. You can play with this at Leicester or somewhere else. Christian Fuchs, he throw the ball, I can't believe how long. So, for example, one strength, go, and around this, give him a few tools to be better in the game. It's all about confidence, but how can we develop? How can we help them to get confident for football and for life? Because it's really hard. The hard situation in school, free choice, no, and you are the last one who is picked. That's not a good moment. So to help them not to be the last one, but the second last one, or whatever, that's all what happens. But in the end, all is a competition. And to be prepared for this is not too bad. And if it's in football, it's easier. There are a few young players I heard about. They said, I never again will play this position. I saw it's his best position. Then he has to play there or go. It's very easy because it's in a professional circumstance. You don't have time to waste. You want? Yes? No? Please try somewhere else. That's how it is. It's a big part of the job to help them deciding about position. The striker you see immediately, if he really is greedy in the right situation, if he really try to become in front of the opponent, if he tries to do this, but at the end it could be offensive midfielder, whatever. Development and education is known more about than one position. You were from Holland, so Holland a few, 15, 20 years ago, it was a big football school. Deserved. It was really great players, small country, unbelievable players came from there. But in my opinion, made one mistake. They had a fixed system and they to get the players on one position. We are more experienced. We think more about the game, so we should give them advice, help them. That's what they really need. And we have to train them, of course, but usually, especially in the youth, if they don't make sport around your 1 hour football training, you have no chance to make them fit. If they do sports around, you don't have to care too much. So then again, you can do different things. So that's what you have to know. Make a list, let them write. If you want, give them examples, give them role models. Other players did like that. If maybe Jamie Vardy, whoever, played non-league, now he's there. It's not because he started playing football when he was 24. No, he played all his life. But a few things came a little bit later. No problem. Now is there where you want to be. Everything is okay. But for this, you have to do as a young lad, you have to do really more. That's always more than your friend. If they want to do this, you cannot change. If they can stop doing this and go out and play football wherever they can, wherever there's possibility to, then it's your job to try to help them to find a way. For all waiting for this 18 years big talent, Michael Owen, Mario Götze, Lionel Messi, we are waiting for them, but we have to educate all the others. Because these three players, Lionel Messi, he didn't really need a manager in his life. He came he was there, this height, better than the rest of the world. Nice. You cannot develop him.
Do you think there is a gap between under 18s and more sort of challenging football?
We had the same. U18, that is in Germany. I don't know when we changed it. It's U19 because some smart person thought, come on, give them a year more. Makes really sense in my opinion. And the U17 and U19, we have real championships. Real. So we have Bundesliga on this level. So they play against each other and the final is on television and you can watch it and you see these guys and yes, that's football, that's nice. They're all 17 or 16 or 18 or 19, whatever. So they know how to compete. So you have U18, a real competition. U21 is no real competition. You always have to create it. You have to say, this is FA Cup, something, but at the end, nobody knows who won it last year. So that's the truth. So if you want to do this, then cool a little bit down. Don't give them all on loan for big. In this moment, you can give players on loan for weeks. Give them there, take them back. Oof. Football is about the team.
Do you think the inconsistency at the youth as they progress into the professional game, they're inconsistent? They maybe playing in the under-16s and maybe one gets picked out to play in the under-17s and then one gets loaned out and they're not playing as a group and as a team.
The thing is that, in my opinion, you have to develop as a team. In this moment, the players we get on loan and took back, it's always like a scouting. So go to the new club, show what you can, come back for a few days that you can show the new manager, in this case myself, how good you are. So they come here, how can they play their best football? They're always under stress. So that's why we took most of them back. Let them now play U21 together, develop as a team, the 17-year-olds,